you're a Taurus born April 20th to May 20th, what can you expect for the month of March 2020? Let's tune in and find out. So I think Taurus this month you're going to see like a plan that you have, and then there's a problem that kind of sticks out. Or it could be, I just see like time, like there's an opening. So it might be around timing of something that you want to do, something that you want to create. And so I see you kind of like looking at your schedule and trying to create time or make time or see that time is available for you. So there's something that you're wanting to do, whether it's a trip overseas, whether it's a week off, whether it's, taking time off for a baby or to take care of a loved one. But I just see this time in your schedule, and to acknowledge that you have the time and that you need to take the time for yourself, for the things that you want. So whatever the passage of time means to you, or where you're looking at in time, there's maneuverability around it. So that's whatever the connection you have to time, there is an adjustment that you can make for whatever it is that you want. So there is some flexibility for you in March, even though maybe initially you don't perceive that it to be so. And it doesn't have to be March. It's just like I see you bending time or making time. So it could be even like for the summer or whatever, but I just see you maneuvering it and being successful with it. So let's look at just a couple things. We have Mercury goes direct on March 9th. And of course, that means communication gets to start to get straightened out. And we have hopefully less havoc with all of our computers and our electronics and with our schedules. And things just start to blend a little bit easier. And generally, it takes a couple of days for that to happen. So just know that we'll be beyond that a couple days after March 9th. And then you can go back to being able to create and generate and apply and put things out there. So let's look at, there's also a full moon in Virgo on that same March 9th. So let's see what that means for you, Taurus, on March 9th. Oh, there's a real contentment that comes in, Taurus, with that energy. Just a fullness, a completion. So for some of you, maybe you've just had a new baby. For others, it's around maybe you just bought a new house, or you've just made some decisions. But I just feel this fullness and this contentment. For some of you, it's also around healing and taking care of yourself and creating endings, letting go of a relationship, letting go of a situation that doesn't serve you, but knowing that you're beyond it and feeling good about it. So I just feel this like, just this real love for yourself and taking care of yourself. So that's really important and beautiful. So let's look at romantic relationships. So those of you that are in a coupled relationship, let's see what's in store for you for the month. So you may find that you're going to step back this month and assess your relationship, or have some time to go away just to drop out. So I just see you stepping back, and either you just had this or you're going to have it this month, but you and your partner stepping back, taking out, getting a quick overnight, renewing, maybe even a long weekend. But I just see how important that is and how full your heart becomes. So maybe that's what we were talking about for the time before, is like make time to get away with your partner, because I feel like it's going to mean so much for the two of you, and it's so important. And you're just going to find it to be a renewal. It could even be that you were thinking of going and joining a retreat or going on a camping trip or whatever it is. Just give it energy and give it voice, because it's really going to support the relationship. Now, for those of you that are single, your impatience, like I just feel like this impatience, just let the impatience go. Just sit back and relax and trust that, the right individual is going to show up, and just start collecting friends. I just feel like all there is for you to do, Taurus, is just to show up. Like start showing up and let go of the worry, the anticipation that you're not going to be liked, or you're not going to find the right person, or which, and I think as you do that, you're going to find how easy it is for you just to collect friends. And in that process of collecting friends, you're going to actually like connect on a deeper level and really see and feel like, wow, this is my person. This feels good. This feels connected. And then just take it slow. We do have a spring equinox in the northern hemisphere here, March 19th, and it's the fall equinox in the southern hemisphere. But that is also bringing in a breath of fresh air and opportunity for romance. So I definitely see romance there for you guys after the 19th. It gets fuller, and then we have that Aries new moon, March 24th. And for you guys, for the Taurus, I feel like you're going to have like some relief. Like it just feels like relief, like a break in the schedule, not having to work so hard, not having to put so much on your back, having to carry so much of the load. I just see you starting to like lighten up a little bit. So, if you've been intense or you like have a really hard work schedule, I just see things lightening up for you at the end of the month. Just like, wow, finally. And so you might make some changes in your career earlier on so that you have a lighter workload, or it could be with that full moon in Virgo that the tasks get completed. The things that have been so hard that you've been driving you crazy and you've been working, dusk till dawn is now finally giving you a breath of fresh air and an opportunity to not have to work so hard. So with your career, it's like, just like rat-a-tat-tat, getting it done. And then I see this opening at the end of the month. So you do have some completions that are going to happen for you in March that gives you more room in your career. Let's look at money too. Well, this is nice. I really just feel like you're growing money this month. Like you've got the capacity to just deeply root yourself in your money and to grow and and to watch it grow and to be part of that growth. So there may be new things that come in with your financial manager. You may find for the first time an accountant or somebody who helps to manage your money, but I see you putting your money away to grow, like really smart, very intuitive, very succinct. I'm like, oh, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And this is where I'm going to invest, whether it's Bitcoin or whatever it is. I just see you being smart and methodical about it. Some of you buying land, buying resources, protection. I see it just being thoughtful and putting it in things that your money grows, which means you're going to have extra money. And even if it's not a lot, whether it's $50 a month or, $50,000 a month, I see you putting it away, right? So you're putting money away for a rainy day and it feels really good. And you're choosing wisely. I see you make good choices with your money this month to help watch it grow. All right, let's look at your health for Taurus. So, throat's coming up, nose is coming up. My nose is starting to itch, which, by the way, this is why I was late this week. I had a throat thing all week, so I couldn't talk, and which is why the star signs will be a little bit shorter this month. But laryngitis, nose, sinuses are coming up for you guys this month. It feels like for some of you it could be seasonal. It could be allergies. We do have that spring equinox that I was saying, or fall equinox. If you're in the southern hemisphere, coming up around March 19th, I'm starting to itch. So I feel like some of you guys, it just could have some allergies. So you know how to protect yourself. You know what you're allergic to. Take those precautions so that you can feel, as best you can. And also create, an alignment with it so that it doesn't rule you, you rule it, right? So being more in the flow with it, being more expansive with it. When we expand our mind, we expand our consciousness, the physical world loses its hold on us, right? So anything that you can do in meditation to help you let go and to imagine yourself, walking by those trees where you normally sneeze and just see yourself, vibrant and happy, not even noticing it, right? So, and then feeling that greatness in your body of like, wow, and then walking past it, realizing, oh my gosh, I didn't sneeze, my eyes didn't water, things like that, mind over matter, but it's not like a forcing your will. It's an expression of who you are, and it's a fullness, and it's a feeling deep inside of the body. So look for ways in which you can connect more beautifully with the things that you want, and so you're not ruled here by the physical world. Even though we know astrology opens doors to things, we also know that our consciousness allows us to rise above it as well. Okay, anything unexpected for Taurus this month? Yeah, that unexpected lightness, that patience, that happiness, that joy, just an easier, lighter month than I feel like you weren't anticipating. So there's just a lot more fun, a lot more ease, and there's less pressure that you put on yourself to get things done and to make it perfect. So I do feel like after we get through this next week or so, I just feel like there's an opening for this month for it to be a lot more fun, a lot more social, less stress, and more time for you. So all in all, a really good month, Taurus. All right, well, thank you so much for viewing and watching and liking my intuitive astrology. Please share your comments below, click and share with your friends, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your patience with me this month as I recovered and feeling much better now, and hope that you all have a beautiful March. See you again next month.